This is the 2015 C-Class Mercedes. It's actually a loaner car for us. I'll explain that in a minute. Gonna go around. The new taillights, everything looks nice. Panoramic sunroof. Interior cabin is really nice. I like the materials. It's real leather. Let's step right in here. That rattling sound you hear is a 4-cylinder engine. This car is a 4-cylinder engine. Everything looks nice in this car. There's some quirks in this car, but I'm gonna go into the positives. Steering wheel is like one of the best steering wheels I've ever felt. It's up there with the BMW steering wheels, the M3s and M5 steering wheels. It's really sporty. I like that the bottom bit is straight, it's cut off, so it's not fully round. It gives you nice usability of the steering wheel. Like, it feels comfortable in your hands. One thing, the steering is really light. You can see the car is in park, and I'm just doing this with like one hand. Does the same thing when you're driving. And even in Sport Plus mode, the guy at the dealership told me to put it in Sport Plus and get a tighter steering, but I did not feel a noticeable difference with the steering becoming much more tight and, you know, sporty. It's really loose. It's like driving a minivan, I guess. This aluminum thing here, it's plastic. You can push in. It's just I don't know why it's like that. Also, the seat adjustments on this side, they're fake, except for these two bits, but the headrest is a fake. It's just a dummy. You have to adjust the headrest on this side manually. The leather in this car is really good. The seats are actually really comfortable. Keep in mind, these are the sport seats. They're bucket, so it sits really low in the car. This is actually the car we're supposed to pick up, but on the day of picking this car up, it literally broke down a lot. So we've had this loaner for the week whilst that car is getting fixed, a brand new car. And been driving this car, really like it, but it's not a BMW, and compared to the older C-Class we had, the 2012 C-Class we released, there are some shortcomings. For one thing, Mercedes-Benz switched around the turn stick signal stock and the cruise control stock. It was reversed, and I don't know why they flipped it around. I'm not sure if I'm perceiving that right, but it's like flipped around from the old car. So you keep hitting the cruise control when you just want to turn the car. And also the blind spot assist it beeps every time it senses a car in your blind spot. But I'm already used to looking at my blind spot on either side. So the old car didn't have that, but because I'm already used to it, it's sort of annoying for right now, but I think it's something I'm gonna get used to. And this is a feature that the car we're supposed to pick up eventually when it's fixed will have. So it's something I'm gonna have to get used to. One thing, I love the navigation in the new Mercedes. It's much bigger. They should have done this years ago when BMW started doing a 10-inch diagonal navigation screen. I think Audi still makes tiny screens, but Mercedes is definitely making bigger screens now. It's in your range of view, so it's really easy to see that navigation screen. I don't like a black interior car. I know many people like black interiors, but here I feel the roof line hangs really low to where your head is. And this cockpit, I think Mercedes even said in their I guess design mission statement for this car, they wanted to feel like more sporty and more tight. It is a very tight cockpit for the driver's perspective. It's really tight, and you feel that even with the roof, it overhangs. It comes forward a lot, so you don't have much visibility. As you see there, I'm putting the phone up and down. It feels like you lose a lot of visibility up there, but when you're driving, there's nothing really to see up there, but sunlight may be coming in. But you sense like you lose a little bit of visibility there. Also, the door bolsters, they come up really high, almost like to your shoulder, compared to the older C-Classes, where it probably came up to about there. Now it's like really high. It's almost in line with the mirrors, but it just feels really high. And when you look back over your shoulder, this B pillar is really thick, and it kind of kills your blind spot on that side. That's why I'm assuming the blind spot assist is lane tracking package is worth it, because the B pillars definitely hinder your vision in the back. Yeah, but this car is really nice. If you your first Mercedes, if this is gonna be your first Mercedes, it's gonna be a nice car. Also, like that Mercedes did away with multiple buttons, like the whole telephone pad was not necessary. It's just real simple layout. A lot of it is done through the wheel and this this pad here. Been driving this car for about a week. I've never used this thing. Because I'm a simple guy, I just use the wheel instead. You could do it multiple ways, but I just use the wheel to select whatever. I don't really use it. I haven't used the navigation yet, but I'm assuming that's where this would come in handy. Or if you get a multimedia package where you could access Facebook and Google and Yelp, this writing pad would be very helpful. But I haven't used it much yet, and I kind of wish the stock was the shifter was still over here, because having the shifter here was a little bit more sporty. But now it's this stock shifter over here, where you flip down to go into drive and flip up hard to go into reverse. So let's just go for a quick drive and put the seatbelt on. Almost everything could be adjusted in this car, so it's even your lighting could be adjusted. So that's kind of cool. So I'm just gonna go for a quick drive. Comfort mode is one of the modes that this car have. I'm not gonna go in the sport mode, because the sport mode, all the sport mode does in this car is just make the acceleration a little bit more quicker, because the throttle response is really sharp. It sharpens that up. So I'm just gonna go for a drive to where the police hang out to pull people over for speeding. It's a little U-turn. So we're gonna do comfort so you guys can see what comfort is. It still accelerates really quick, really rapid acceleration. And then we're gonna slow down. And come around. As you see, the police is right there waiting to pull people over. And we're gonna put it in a Sport Plus, so you guys can see the difference. So all that happens, that's kind of cool. And I'm gonna wait to get out of line of that cop car's radar before I hit the acceleration. And all it does is just tightens up the throttle. I've seen this in BMWs before. For several decades, BMW have been doing this with the throttle response. You could program your 3 Series, the older ones, to do this. And that's what the sport, all of these sport modes do, is just make the throttle response really quick. So this car is lightning fast for a 4-cylinder. It's 240 horsepower. Don't remember the 0 to 60 time, but it's if this is your first Mercedes or sporty kind of car, you're gonna love it. You can hear the sunroof is really loud. I don't really like the panoramic sunroof. It's a little loud. I don't want to complain about it, but it's louder than the regular sunroof, I've noticed, on the regular E-Class, because they did away with the there was an extra pattern in this bit here. It's just a sheet now, like a fabric. So it's gonna be a little louder when you have it tilted, and when you have it open, it's unbearably loud, even on a quiet road like this. I'll open up the sunroof so you guys can hear the difference. Tiny bit of traffic, morning traffic. So I'm still in Sport Plus mode, which is kind of cool. And as you see there, my odometer, I don't know if you can see, it might be a little blurry because I'm going long view and short view here. The transmission shifts shows you what gear the transmission is in. It shows you that. So a Mercedes uses this D1, D2, D3 different transmission gears. It shows you the gear on that. It changes as you drive. You can hear how loud that sunroof is when it's open. And that's one of the downsides of having the panel roof. It looks cool, but it's a little bit loud. So and that's all. It's a good car. It's definitely worth it if you want a Mercedes, entry-level Mercedes. It's it's worth it for the value, I guess, if you're into Mercedes. And that's it.